Would I be the a-hole if I broke up with my girlfriend for humiliating me? I have been with my girlfriend, C, for 4 years. We got together during our freshman year of college. We moved in with each other and grew really close, almost inseparable, during the pandemic. I wanted to marry this woman up until last night. C has been under a lot of stress from work and her family during the last few months. Her dad has cancer and I know it hasn't been easy on her. She's been drinking more, and while I don't mind her drinking, it's how she gets when she's intoxicated that's the problem. She has a tendency to get pretty mean and say some awful things, such as making fun of my appearance or telling me how small my member is. She makes me feel like I'm not enough for her intimately or emotionally. She's also almost always apologetic the next morning, and will spend the next few days after that trying to fix things, but will turn around and do it again whenever she drinks. It really came to a head last night when I took her and her friend out to a local bar. I volunteered to be their designated driver for the night because my girlfriend's driven while intoxicated before and I didn't want her to make that choice again. I told her that I didn't want her to drink too much and she agreed that she wouldn't. The bar was packed when we got there, so we all went and sat at the bar and ordered some food and drinks. When I left to go to the bathroom I came back to my girlfriend screaming, and as I walked up to see what was going on I heard her telling her friend that her ex was the biggest she'd ever had and that she missed it. I pretended not to hear it because I knew she wasn't in her right mind. A guy who had been sitting at the table near us had asked my girlfriend if I was the guy who had constantly left her unsatisfied, and I immediately felt like I was going to be sick. These guys were laughing at me and I asked C if she was serious while she kept laughing. So I just grabbed my keys and walked out. I left both her and her friend there at the bar and I drove home. I immediately packed up my essential stuff and went to stay with a close friend for a few days. I didn't get any texts from C until about an hour after I left them there, asking me where I was. I then got a bunch of missed calls and texts that weren't anything but angry. I answered one call and she was still slurring her words, and when I heard that she was still in the bar, I hung up and turned off my ringer. I woke up to a stream of apology texts and more missed phone calls. She apologized and said she had messed up and was wondering when I was coming home, telling me that I do satisfy her and that I'm more than enough for her, but honestly at this point I'm done. I feel humiliated and embarrassed. I don't want to go back home. I love her but I feel really humiliated and it seems like she doesn't respect me as a man or partner. Would I be the a-hole if I broke up with her over this?